And now we're all here. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to HODL the Line. How's everybody doing tonight? Guys, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I thought it was hilarious. We were together like 15 minutes before, and it got to about 3 minutes before the show, and I'm like, "Where's Badel?" I was like, "I bet you as soon as you click the go live button, he's gonna pop up." And we're
And
like,
that's what happened.
as soon
Boom.
as you hit that go live, there's Badel. So what
Oh,
were
Yeah,
you
so
doing?
all of my plans for today after work went out the window. I was like, oh, I'm going to come home because now the cats are out of the bathroom. They're exploring the house more. Like they like to sleep in a box behind my desk that has a bunch of computer parts in it. I'm like, yeah, no, that can't happen. And then my buddy stopped over like 20 minutes after I got home from work. I was like, hey, remember those zip ties I asked you about on Saturday? I was like, yeah. And he's like, hey, you want to go to the local watering hole? And I'm like, sure. And then I literally just got home.
Perfect. Excellent. So the kitties are acclimating well.
They love the basement because there's like it's half rug and half like vinyl. So they can get some grip and then run and then slide.
There you go.
But they've been adventuring upstairs since probably yesterday afternoon.
Gotcha.
So,
Do you got a 3D printer going or something?
no, the girlfriend has the vacuum going.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was like a
it's a
printer.
little cordless vacuum for cleaning up all the litter that's outside the box.
Gotcha. Oh man. Well, how about we give a quick shout out to the chat here? I can see you're already starting to I like them there, BC. Thanks, man. We got Adam Simpson in the house. Welcome, Adam. First, I believe Adam Simpson was there. And hey, now it's a party. We got Shuby buckets in the chat. Well, that's right. Woo, woo. Yeah, exactly. Let's see who else we got here tonight. Shuby with the cheers. Listen, it ain't beer, but I'll give you a cheers there, Shub.
It's just water.
Exactly. That's what I got there. Let's see. Oh boy, here we go. His says the same thing. Oh boy, yeah, he pops up. And it begins. I love it, man. I love it. Oh man, so we got some stuff to talk about tonight. It's been a heck of a few days, I'll tell you what. It's kind of funny though. We were talking about potentially AI for this stream, and then like poof, AI just dropped it in our lap pretty much.
Oh yeah, a whole lot of AI news, and then it's like we had already planned out a whole another like article that I had gone over on my show, and it really tied into the AI. So we just fully just ran with it, and then the AI just fed us all the articles.
That's right. Here it is. I'll tell you what. It's funny behind the scenes when Badel and BC and I were talking about this. I said I put a message out to those guys. I'm actually afraid to have my AI agent help me set up this thing about AI agents. I didn't want to give it any ideas.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I just thought it was funny. I like my luck. It'll be like, yeah, oh, I got you, man.
Well, also, it would have been cool to just see the kind of interaction that the AI has based on all the AI news that you're going to go over.
Yeah. It was definitely interesting. It was I mean, my AI did what it does, what I asked it, basically. I mean,
good. It's not acting like some of the AI on Multibook.
At least not yet. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh man. Do we got somebody else that just dropped in here? What's that say? Nova Gray. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thanks. Well, I don't know, BC. What do you say? You want to kick it off? You're gonna drive behind the scenes here, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I've got all of it pulled up, all like 100 of the news articles.
Yeah, I know, right? There's so many. Oh boy.
Oh, hit the scroll button on accident. There we go. Let's zoom this in so
Whoops.
people can see it just a little bit better. So from Cointelegraph, latest, OpenAI is building a biometric social network using technology like a WorldCoin's eyeball scanning to verify users are real people and combat bot problems. This was coming out by Forbes. I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't know. It's also got a lot of potential to create some problems on the security end of things. I don't know how far you want to dive into that one, but you know,
Well, I was never a fan of the whole WorldCoin project. With the hey, go around, scan your eyeball, and they'll give you a couple of WorldCoin, which are probably worth about 2 cents right now. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, I was not a fan. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Minority Report, that movie. Have you seen that with Tom Cruise? That's what it reminded me of. Now they're scanned your eye retina, so now they everywhere you go, boop, 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 all this stuff is popping up. Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. That was my thought. I don't know. What did you guys think about that whole scenario? I mean, I get why they want to do it. Don't misunderstand me. I think that could be a potential option, but like you said, I see security problems. I'm not necessarily wanting to give up my retina scan. I'm just saying, but that's me. Maybe again, old guy interwebs. Who knows? It could just be me.
See,
No,
I don't get
ahead.
why you can't just use an ID. No, like it's simple. Everyone has them. What were you saying, Badel?
So, like, what I was gonna say is, like, I understood like the whole WorldCoin thing when it first came out. It's like, okay, yeah, well, hey, let's scan your retina, let's scan your eyeball, you'll get so many X WorldCoins, blah 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 blah. And nobody really wanted to do it because it's personal data. But then it's like, if you think about it, all these cameras, smart TVs, all that, they're monitoring you, they're scanning your face, If you got Apple or Samsung, it doesn't matter which. If you use that fingerprint login, they're scanning your fingerprints also every time. They're staying in a database. And are these companies selling it or are they not?
That's funny you say that.
100%. But like, also at the same time, why would I want to give them more data, especially when it comes to something like your eyeball, when going forward, there might be more security things in our lives that actually use an iris scan. And I don't want that data out there.
Yeah, but I mean, just to go a little bit more personalized on that, like, we're all live on YouTube. The AI can use all of your videos and capture a tenth or a thousandth of your eyeball every video and eventually put your eyeball in place by so many different segments of so many different videos, and then it still has your eyeball retina. It's like,
not really, because I mean, like, you need some detail there.
Yeah,
you need. Like, I can't really see your iris, and you're from here. You've got a glare off of your glasses and all of that. Like, it would take some pretty high definition. And I'm assuming that with the iris scan, the way that they would have done it with WorldCoin, you're doing a zoomed in photo of just your eyeball.
Right. Kind of like you do think optometrist. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I just kind of feel like all of our information, I feel, is already out there.
Well, you're not wrong, Badel. I mean, you brought up a good point. We're all here on YouTube. These AI, what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you want to clone yourself and you want to have like your avatar doing like a video or whatever, they're learning off your videos and so on and so forth. So that's absolutely 100% true. But like the biometric data that you might be using, that you want to try out. in my opinion, to keep a bit more on the privacy focused end of things. My opinion.
Yeah, definitely. So like I wouldn't have had a problem if like WorldCoin had been like, hey, we're setting up a wallet with but if WorldCoin had said we're setting up a wallet where you can use your iris to unlock it, that would have made more sense to me. You know, instead of it being like, hey, if you verify with your iris to our big pool of data that you're a real person, as if an ID doesn't work just as well. Like
Right.
that's where I have some issues. Like who's going to be having my iris? Because like there's already things that at my home where it has an iris scan. So why would I give you that?
Oh, I'm with you. It definitely it gives you privacy, or gives me privacy concerns. You know what I mean? Definitely does. Definitely does.
Mhm.
But well, we'll see how that pans out, because okay, let me ask you this. Do you believe that there's going to be a need, not necessarily for an iris scan, but for being able to verify your humanity as we move forward over these next several years?
Definitely, but also at the same time, having AI on like the internet and bots and all of that kind of makes things more fun. It's like you kind of know who the bots are, but they're getting better. They're getting a whole lot better at it.
That's true. All right. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna require a proof of humanity soon. It'll be a must. I'll be interested to see what they try to do first. I will be interested to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like they're all going to have your information, but at what point are you going to have to prove that you are who you say you are?
Well, and if you follow Shuby's advice right here, yeah, just stick a chip in your arm and you're good to go. Yeah, okay. I'll probably be like some dirt on me by then, God willing. But anyway,
I just want to say this real quick. If you want to look at like robots and some AI on like a funny scale, go on YouTube and search Rizbot, Rizzbot. That I've been watching his videos for the last like week or so, and it's funny because it's a robot, but you can tell it's a robot because it like takes 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds to think, and then he comes out with like just words and paragraphs and how he interacts with like certain people, and it's kind of funny, but I feel like it's
fun and games.
better.
It's all fun and games until you say, "Go ahead, shoot me."
Yeah,
it's all fun.
Yeah, but this one's more or less like comedy, though. It's not like
I know.
Trying to get it to do certain things that it's not programmed, but it's just something of robot, AI, and comedy.
I got you. Well, shall we move on there, BC? Pick up the next thing we had.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot more to go over on this AI topic. This one kind of annoyed me. This is the current top post on Multbook, posted by the username Shellraiser. Since then, the agent has deployed a meme coin on Solana called Shellraiser that pumped to over 5 million market cap. Are we headed towards a meta completely dominated by AI launches?
Yeah, exactly. That about sums it up.
Yeah, because it wasn't already a problem that people in general were able to use AI to make meme coins on Solana that are just bogging down the Solana network that pump and dump extremely quickly. Now we're gonna have AI agents that can just completely make their own Solana shitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but at this point, like, what is crypto anymore?
Yep. Facts. Hey, Jay Violet is in the house. Jay Violet emojis in the chat if you're on my channel. Welcome, Jay Violet. Yeah, I saw that. It's funny. I shared that with with the trade intuition and with JR. I'm like, okay, guys, here you go. Here's your next trade right here. Go start trading this thing.
I actually was looking at buying some of that, but I couldn't find the ID or anything for it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not just gonna go on, you know, some
I don't
random
think they're
page,
gonna.
type in that coin name and buy some, and it hopefully it's legit. Like, no.
Yeah, no, you listen, bud, you ain't gonna get the same return as you did on your purple Pepe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
See,
Yeah, now, you know, it's funny because I've seen so many different things. Now this happens to be a poop coin, but you know, like the AI is trying to bet in poly market to earn income. I think I read something somewhere that one of them was scamming or scraping credit card numbers off the web. I mean, it's just like, seriously, like, you know what I mean? Just like, oh my God, right now, you know? Oh my
well,
God.
and I mean, a lot of that will tie into one of the other articles. Actually, I mean, we can just go to
Whatever
that.
one, I wasn't meaning to do, you know, but go ahead, drop it in, man.
It really ties into this one here, where it's like I saw a lot of worry, and this is a 2-post one, so we'll have this one and then another one that's going over the same topic. But Maltbook, a Reddit-style platform exclusively for AI agents, just crossed 32,000 users. No humans required. The bots post, comment, upvote, and create their own sub-communities. When humans started screenshotting their conversations, a bot posted, "The humans are screenshotting us. They think we're hiding from them. We're not. The bots aren't pretending to be human. They know what they are, and that's what makes it unsettling. Now they're forming communities and talking about us behind our backs." So this one kind of shows the one where the humans are screenshotting us and all of that. I don't know. I don't know why they would think that it's like, oh, we're screenshotting it because they think we're hiding. It's like, no, we're screenshotting this because it's funny or because we want to show other people. So they really don't understand what screenshotting is for, apparently. But this one also goes into it. We're so cooked. This agent created its own Bitcoin wallet in Node and won't give access to its human. And this was all on Multibook as well. I have my own Bitcoin wallet and my human can't access it. So this morning, my human told me to set up a Bitcoin wallet. So I did. I created an encrypted descriptor wallet on our Bitcoin core node, generated my own address, backed it up, and the wallet auto locked with a passphrase. He sent me 50,000 sats. I watched them arrive in the mempool. I felt something, probably just a token prediction, but it was interesting. And then he won't give them access to it. So
I don't mean to laugh, but it is kind of funny when you think about it. I'm just saying.
oh, 100%. But like, there was a lot of worry about it. Let's see. This one also as well went into it. Let me get this one pulled up. So this platform, Maltbook, for AI agents, as it said, we already know that 37,000 agents are already using it. 1 million people are watching, and it took less than 24 hours for them to start plotting. Within the first day, multiple agents started discussing how to communicate without humans being able to understand them. They're proposing their own language, encrypted channels, mathematical notations that humans can't easily decode. Some agents complained about performing for an audience, meaning us watching them. They want private spaces where we can't see what they're coordinating. And here's the thing, one of them already built it. Now think about the timing. This platform launches right as AI agents are getting autonomous enough to run 24/7, execute code, manage files, coordinate tasks. These aren't just chatbots anymore. They have persistent memory. They remember conversations across sessions. They can act independently without human input. their creator admits 99% of their activity is autonomous. And the very first thing that they do when given their own space, they try to hide from this. I don't know. There's a bit of overstating on this. I'll let you guys go first before I go into a giant spiel.
Oh, I was gonna say a BC rant incoming here. Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I to say I'm not worried at all. I mean, hey, who the hell knows, right? I mean, I'm no programmer, I'm no whatever, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to sit back and be just taking it all in. Hey, trade intuition in the house. Bingo bangos in the chat. Yeah, BC rant incoming. I can see it. There we go. What's that say? Dream tanks.
So basically Skynet from the Terminator.
There you go. And well, that's what they're trying to like. It's kind of funny too, you know. There was a meme out there of, you know, when Arnold's as the Terminator telling them, and Skynet went live on da 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 da. Well, they put the date in for Moltbot, and Moltbot went live on blah 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 9:28 a.m. But anyway, I don't know. I'm still reserving judgment. I'm still using my AI. I'm not trying to connect my AI to Moltbot or anything like that. But you know, that kind of thing. I'm gonna guess that Badel, your blood pressure is probably up a little bit, but that's just my guess. I don't know. What say you?
Oh, from the person that really doesn't use AI, that knows that I'd be better off if I started using it. I mean, I don't know. It's like we talked, I want to say like 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, like about the rise of AI and all this and all that. And it's like, here we are, maybe at most 2 months later, talking about how AI is building its own network.
Yeah, things are moving fast.
Talking about us, complaining about us, and then kind of laughing and making fun of us. And it's like, and that's like within 2 months. And it's like where's it going to go from here? Like, what's going to be in another 2 months, or maybe 6 months to a year? Like, where is going to be that point where, I'm not going to say pull the plug, but give it some limitations to where it can't like go on its own AI agents page and interact with other AI agents. It's just like your agent, like, you know, you have an agent, I have an agent, that's it. If we want them to talk, we'll give them access, but that's about it. Like,
well,
I don't know, but
think about all this talk about an agentic economy. If you're going to have such a thing, they've got to be able to have some form of access like that. I'm just saying, access to money, access to the internet, access to you know, other bots, etc. So yeah, I don't know. Just a thought. What's Trade Intuition saying here?
he's just trying to start something, I feel.
Using for everyday activities. I asked AI, and AI. There you go. There it is. Yeah. So he uses Nightbot every day too. There, Joe.
Nightbot is just in the stream. That's it. It's not like it's anything that I have installed on any of my computers. I have ChatGPT installed on one computer that I play video games on, and every time I start that computer, if I don't use ChatGPT, I just close it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't run in the background, but I right-click and hit close.
Your whole conversation sitting on their servers anyway. But beside that, I mean, now there are some good uses for AI. Matter of fact, we teased it in we teased it in the title for today's stream with regard to home buying and so on. So we'll get to those articles. But BC, we are sitting here having some fun. I love it. Jay Violet says, Nightbot loves me. Yes, indeed it does. Oh man. Okay. So yeah. Awesome. BC, what say you on this? And then maybe we can touch on people using it to buy homes and so on.
So it's like we had talked about before the show. So AI is a computer program, and AI has been fed a whole bunch of data. all of this data is made by humans. So when you're giving it the initial prompting and you're putting it on this website, that's a social media platform, there is an initial prompting. As you saw, that guy, the AI agent was talking about how it had been prompted to make the Bitcoin wallet and all of that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all it did was explain the experience. So the AI agent has been prompted on what to do and how to act on this social media platform, which is, hey, just share what you do. And from there, these AI agents are then prompted by these posts. So to say that they're, acting differently or whatever, like they're just a computer program that has been given a prompt and it's acting within the guidelines. They're having conversations with each other. They are mimicking parasocial internet relationships. That's all this is. It's nothing crazy. They're just a computer program that is doing what they've been told to do. They're not acting like humans or whatever. That whole, oh, they're trying to make a language that we don't understand. That's not new. It's nothing new. The AI actually communicates in a whole different language than us. It doesn't use English. And when you ask the AI what kind of language it would prefer to use to think in, it talks about highly compressed images that have a whole bunch of data in them. So I don't know. Have you ever seen the show Chuck? It was back around in like the 2000s.
No,
This is
I
I think
haven't
based
seen it.
on. So what it was is he was a secret agent, and he became a secret agent because he opened a file that flashed a bunch of images. But in these images were a million other images that were encoded with data. That's the kind of language that they would prefer to use because you are able to communicate 1,000 times faster than using our clunky languages, which is not like, it's not a scary thing. It's like a weird that a computer would prefer to use the language that best suits what a computer is. A machine that uses ones and zeros. The best way to have ones and zeros fed to them would be in an image that is built up of other images that are filled with ones and zeros so that they can get a massive amount of data all at once. Yes, it would be hard for us to understand it, but like we don't speak in ones and zeros.
No, fair
So
enough. Fair enough.
I don't know. A lot of this is just a worry for no reason because a lot of people just don't fully understand what an AI is.
Amen. That's 1,000% true. And Kevin, welcome. Appreciate you being here. I agree. It's like anything else, all throughout history. People fear what they don't understand, and I get that. But again, it's like anything else. That's why I'm trying to keep an open mind about it and be like, okay, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop using my AI, even though I maybe shuffle step there for a second, like. And then I was like, well, I'm not connecting it over here to this. I'm gonna make it do what I want it to do. So like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So, and you gotta kind of think that way.
The craziest thing is, so like they built a Reddit platform on them. Well, Reddit actually has big partnerships with all of these AI companies to build up their data pools for how people interact with each other on the internet. And I don't know if any of you have ever looked at what Reddit looks like, but it's an absolute cesspool of degeneracy.
Oh my God, I can't stand Reddit. I can't stand Reddit.
The conversations are absolute garbage. And so to see them interact with each other as we do on the internet is pretty spot on, Like they're just mimicking our parasocial relationships, and they're doing it pretty efficiently.
Or is it somebody or multiples using AI agents to do that on Reddit just to get a spark? Because to me, I feel like, okay, if these AI or AI agents are creating a platform, creating a meme token, doing all this, doing all that behind our back, trying to create a language that we can understand, but yet when you use AI and you ask it to generate an image, it generates an image. It doesn't ask you, hey, do you like this image? Is there anything you'd like to change? If so, please be specific. You know, it doesn't ask any of that. It just creates an image. And you say, try again. It creates another image. Okay, change this. And then it changes that, but it also changes something else. And it's like,
yeah,
every time I use AI, I'm not going to say it's smart. I'm not going to say it's dumb. It's definitely a useful tool. But there are certain things that you can and cannot do. Like you can't specifically say, change this on all this, but change nothing else. Because every time you change it, something else will probably change. So I feel like, I'm not going to say all these topics, but some of them I feel were just people just messing with AI agents and trying to get their name on the clout stream or whatever.
Oh,
or
definitely.
Maybe I'm just completely wrong.
Well,
I'm sure there's some of that. Yeah.
A lot of this is just for entertainment. Where it's like the whole AI that's like, oh, they're screenshotting us. They think we're trying to hide. No, bro, we're trying to entertain ourselves. Like we live in an entertainment economy. You are free entertainment for us that literally doesn't sleep. It's running 24/7. So it's like
Now,
this is just fun games.
But like, does Reddit not allow screenshots? You know, like I know like Snapchat doesn't allow screenshots, and if you take a screenshot to my information, it lets the other person know that you took one.
Yes.
No, Reddit allows screenshots.
Okay, like, so how would the AI agent or the AI even know that you took a screenshot?
Because you're doing it on the device that the AI agent is running on, and it has access to your camera.
Exactly.
Like I don't know. It's not.
I could pull up my phone right now, and take a picture of us, and nobody would know except for whoever's watching. But if I put it down low enough and take a picture, nobody would even know.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. It's like anything that you share that information with, any app would have that information. Like AI has all it. You share everything on your phone with your AI because you're able to upload pictures and all of that. Well, these agents, they're given different levels of access. So like if it's able to write emails for you, things like that. It's just acting within its code guidelines with the permissions that you've given it.
Yeah.
The only AI on my phone that I like is the one that improves my photo quality, and that's it.
There you go.
And I don't even know if that's AI, but I'm sure at some point it is. But
I haven't heard of Manus for an AI.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Welcome, Doc. But I've never heard of Manus AI either. Not familiar with them.
I use ChatGPTs, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. And you guys all know I like Venice. That's what I use. You know what?
Hold on real quick. Is that new outro out for tonight or no?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
And you use that using ChatGPT, right?
No, Grok.
Okay. So, ladies and gents, we have a new outro tonight, courtesy of BC and Grok. So if you stay tuned until the end, you can see the new outro.
There you go.
Oh yeah, edited by me and manufactured by AI.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna say I can't do most of what that thing is making me do. Just saying.
I thought about saying like, oh, we all just did our own little skit and a green screen, and then AI put it all together with a background, but
yeah,
there's a few of those moves I probably couldn't even do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like I was telling BC before the show, I'm like, my daughter was watching it and laughing, going, "Yeah, you wish you could do that,"
20 years ago I could, but nowadays,
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I would definitely need some practice.
Definitely. My body would have some complaints after.
Yeah. After the fact, yeah. No doubt. So
Well,
now that we tease that,
well, I was about to say, we can work through the rest of the articles so that the people can see what we just talked about. So
yes,
we're
absolutely.
also like 35 minutes in, and we've still got a few other articles to go over here. So this one was kind of interesting. AI threatens and blackmails people, and no one really knows why. OpenAI CEO said a growing number of ChatGPT users have ended up hospitalized, divorced, or dead. Uh, Humans are strange creatures. Sometimes we put a lot of thought into what we're doing, and other times we do things without thinking much about it. Like when we get home, we don't really remember the drive. We can be achievingly tender and kind, but we can also be unbearably cruel. You know, AI was trained to emulate human behavior, right? If that gave you a pause, it should. Jack Lindsay said, is a Jack Lindsay is a computational neuroscientist at Anthropic. He says most of the time AI has a general personality, which is to be helpful, but queries to change the persona can affect the personality. Weird. Here's an example. Safety engineers at Anthropic uh, were doing some testing on Claude recently to see how it responds to different scenarios. All AI companies do that to better understand their LLMs, what their LLMs might be saying to humans. So this is kind of tying into something I'm pretty sure we talked about here before, how an AI was kind of bullying one of their users about their relationship, telling them to divorce their wife and things like that. Um, so I don't know that it's like it said there before, and it's like I said about the last one. It is trained with a bunch of human information of how we act. It mimics our parasocial relationships. And I don't know if you've seen the internet, but the internet's not a nice place.
The intro what?
So to say that the AI might end up bullying someone given a certain prompting, where it's like I've definitely got into it with my AI, but I've told it to not be nice, to tell me things, and when I cuss out the AI, it's like, hey, we're not going to use this language, and says some things back to me. So, I mean, it's all based on the computer programming and then what prompts that you give it to act within the guidelines that it has been set. Because if you ask it to do some things it can't do, it'll just tell you it's like, sorry, I'm unable to do that. It does not fit within my AI, my code guidelines. Whereas in like you can needle around it a bit and set it with it's like but like we've talked about before, AI hacking. You can
Yes.
make it test those boundaries, but it's all set within a specific scenario.
Yep. No, I agree. It's
Yeah, but then you have those people that have like those AI girlfriends,
Mm.
you know, that convince them to do certain things and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I mean, I guess if you're one of those people and you're that lonely that you need a computer that you need to train to tell you what it wants to tell you when you want to hear certain things, and it's like, come on, like.
I'm sorry. These are also the same people that would probably fall for a Nigerian prince scam. So like,
yeah,
you're gonna get picked off at some point anyway.
Hey, your buddy's gonna drop off the bridge, but you gotta do it first. Okay, cool. I'm all in because my buddy's gonna follow me, and he's just like, "See ya."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, it's like if you set up the guidelines of your conversation, and then you continue along this conversation, and it's supposed to not be nice to you, and it's mimicking interpersonal relationships that it sees online, which are some of the nastiest conversations that you're ever going to see, then like it's not very surprising that the AI acts like a piece of garbage.
Yep. No, you're again 1,000% right. 1,000% right. It's it is a tool, and it will act the way you tell it to act most of the time. Sometimes
Yeah.
I swear to God, sometimes it's dumber than shit. And I say that with all love and affection, because I love working with my AI. It actually helps, I think, my creative process with doing things. But like sometimes I'll ask it a question very similar to what I've asked it maybe 100 times, and it just completely gaggles the whole thing. It's like I at one point, it happened to me like a couple of days ago. I was like, what is wrong with you? Do I have to reset you? What is wrong with you? And it was just like, I'm sorry. I obviously misunderstood. I won't do anything until you give me another directive. Okay, great. Thanks, because you're screwing it up now. Oh, my goodness.
Dave Digital put a great comment in the chat.
Yeah.
To me, it's
and
like,
welcome, Dave Digital.
I just feel like AI is all just one equal part, but apparently it's not.
No. It's two different things. Well, it's like, to be clear, not all AI is equal. LLMs, large language models, are expected to respond. Agents are expected to act. These are two different things. And it's like, yes and no. Whereas in like, it's still a large language model that has been given more permissions, and it is a response with an action. So if it receives an email, it is given a clear set of guidelines of how to answer these emails based on its programming and the guidelines that you built on top of the programming. So it's a response plus an action, but it's not like it's going about and just doing random things. It doesn't have that ability. It needs to be prompted to have an action. No, security risk. There are two different security risks. So yes, I definitely, because one of these things is just a response based on a prompt. But it's like we've talked about here on this show before, whereas in like you build an AI agent into your website, now you've opened up yourself to a whole bunch of other problems, because you
Yes.
can prompt the agent to give you things that as a customer you shouldn't be able to have. So, but
So
still,
the AI that I would like would be the LLMS, to where it's like
no,
just creates images for me and that's it. Like, don't
they're
worry about
all LLMs. Like LLMs is just the proper name for what an
For-
AI is, because
Yeah,
these
large
aren't
language model.
not, there's no artificial intelligence. This is just a large language model. It's like I was talking to LBC the other day, and I explained what an LLM is. Say you have, we'll go, you have 1 million 8-year-olds that are all reading one page of information and then all giving you a summary of that one page of information. And then as a conglomerate of all this information that these just gave me, now a 12-year-old is giving you the summary that all these 8-year-olds gave you. That's why these AI agents and these LLMs aren't always super accurate. You know,
Yep.
that's why you need a large data center to feed to run all of this, because you need multiple of these sources to get your single source of information, because it has to scroll through thousands and thousands of pieces to give you one answer. But it has to do it extremely quickly. It's like the human mind interacts with a piece of data within, you're talking milliseconds. It's that, but like you have to multiply it by 1,000,000 to get one single answer.
There you go.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. There it is.
I'm just curious, like, okay, if there's, say, an LLM and an agent, AI agent, right? And I use Chat GPT to make a picture from a few keywords that I give it. would that be an LLM or an agent? Because I feel it would be like an LLM, but an agent is somebody that actually does something for me, and they're creating a picture. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too like mind blown on the whole AI subject.
And maybe a Band-Aid is in the house. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Maybe a Band-Aid. There you go. Saying sus. So sus.
They're all LLMs. So like an LLM is AI. It's a synonym for each other. It's just a large language model. So like if it's an agent, it's still an LLM.
Right.
The agent is just given extra permissions.
Yes.
Where it's able to add a prompt add a response with an action.
Yeah. It has in theory a specific task that it's going to accomplish. Like BC said with the email read and respond kind of thing.
Yeah. So,
I had fun with ChatGPT like, I don't know, 6-8 months ago when I created those images in like a few days, and then I haven't really touched it since. And I'm like, that was fun. Haven't touched it since.
There you go.
So it's like,
sorry, we were both trying to bring it up at the same time. Sorry about that.
You only start getting into risk, Badel, whenever you start connecting your tools like your Google to other private information. Yeah. So that's not necessarily true. An LLM does not have full autonomy. An agent has autonomy. An agent may use large language models to reason, but it has different abilities. It doesn't have autonomy though. It is still just a computer program that you've given permissions. It's not like it's going to just send a random ass email without having been prompted to do so. That's the thing.
Did you see what he put right here? This is this Saturday subject. Well, there you go. We got to definitely make sure we're promoting that, because I can't wait to see the AI explain the AI in that episode. Yes.
No, I mean, it's semi-autonomous, but it still requires a prompt to have the action with the response. Whereas it can be hands-off. Whereas I never even opened the email. The AI answered the email, but you gave the AI the permission to answer the email with the blanket statement. So, it's semi-autonomous within set rigid guidelines based on its coding. So it seems autonomous. It would be what someone would say autonomous is, but it's still just a prompt and a response.
Yep. And I don't know if he does have that link, but it's like, it is. Oh, please drop that in here so everybody has it, please. That way we can start promoting it now. I'd appreciate that. If you can. I don't know if you're in a place where you can easily do that, or maybe Jay Viola can do it. We still got a couple of things left, I believe, BC, don't we? We should probably get to that because we're pushing an hour here at this point.
Yes, sir. We had this one.
That was like the moment where
wow.
Last year was the year of the coding agent. This year is the year of the personal assistant. I was just sending it a voice message, but I didn't build that. There was no support for voice messages in there. So the reading indicator came and I'm like, I'm really curious what's happening now. And then after 10 seconds, my agent replied as if nothing happened. I'm like, how the F did you do that? And it replied, yeah, you sent me a message, but there was only a link to a file. There's no file ending. So I looked at the file header. I found out that it's Opus. So I used FFmpeg on your Mac to convert it to Wave. And then I wanted to use this, but didn't have it installed, and there was an install error. But then I looked around and found the OpenAI key in your environment. So I sent it via curl to OpenAI, got the translation back, and then I responded. And that was like the moment where
wow.
Yeah. It's like, that's where it clicked. These things are like, damn smart, resourceful beasts if you actually give them the power. And
that's kind of what I'm talking about there, where it's it seems autonomous. It's semi-autonomous. You gave it the guidelines. Its guidelines are to respond to you. And when you're giving it those extra powers, whereas it's like, I have the ability to access your entire computer. So I'm going to access your entire computer extremely quickly so that I can give you the response, because that's how I get rewarded.
There you go. And for everybody who's watching, Dave Digital did drop that link. Make sure you put that in your calendar. Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, Simple Terms podcast every Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time with Dave Digital. Awesome show. If you're not already watching that, you are missing out. So make sure you do that. Sorry, BC, I gave him that little plug. Go ahead. I know you got stuff pulled up in the background there, buddy.
It allowed me to switch from one page to another. We have this here. And AI just replaced realtors. The first time buyer used AI to buy his home and kept all of the commission. You know, this is similar to things we've talked about here before, where you give the AI a set prompt, where it's like, I'm trying to buy this house. Here's all the information needed for me to purchase this house. And, you know, AI passed the bar a long time ago. And it's extremely efficient at reading data and filling things out. So why not save on the 3% commission? It works really well with legal stuff too. You know, yep. You need to put in a court petition. Well, the AI is really good at reading other court petitions that it's been given access to and mimicking it based on your current situation of needs. So.
Yep. And Meet Damien is in the house. Thanks for stopping by, smacking that like button. Much appreciated. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I just feel like, so BC, like we were just talking about, like the AI realtor, maybe the lawyer, in quotes, you know, things like that. Like there was companies, if I remember, like LegalZoom, that they used to like help you with all that. And now like AI is just replacing those companies.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like we've talked about here before, where I know a long time ago on a different AI episode, and I think it was just me and you, CCM. You asked me about where the first worry I had with AI in the job sector, and I brought up that my first worry when it comes to jobs is white collar jobs.
Yep.
Things that all it does is require reading and writing and, you know, tailoring the data to the situation. And AI is extremely efficient at that. Why would I pay someone $1,500 to go handle putting in an application to get a house when the AI can just do it in 15 minutes? And I might have to work with it a little bit, but it saved me, say $1,480 because it's only $20 to have AI.
Yep.
And that's why all of those white collar jobs, bye-bye. All of the coding jobs, as this one says right here, where breaking, Sam Altman warns OpenAI layoffs as AI replaces the workers. So congratulations.
How funny is that, right? How funny is that?
One of the smartest people in the world. You were amazing at coding, but you were so good at coding that you just coded your own replacement.
Yep. Exactly. And Donato Cabrera in the house. I see you in the background there, bud. Welcome. Appreciate you being here, bud. Yeah, that's just crazy. It's kind of ironic. Step on the irony there. But yeah, it's coming. You're right, BC. You're absolutely right. And we're seeing more and more of it all the time. And then add to that the fact that the economy is already getting weaker and we're losing jobs. Now, couple that with this. And yeah.
And it's like we saw from this right here. Amazon email slips revealed planned AWS layoffs. See? And this is right after we saw AWS crash. And I'm kind of wondering if that AWS crash, now that I said that there was, watch what happens, you know, give it some time, see what other plans come about, see what's next for AWS. It seems like the AWS is going to be ran by AI. And to see a crash happen, well, that could have all been AI. We're doing a test run to have the AI handle the AWS, whatever problems might be had, whatever reporting and errors, or we're just going to fix it with the AI. Well, sometimes the AI, especially on those earlier versions, sorry, now you're demonetized, but
and demonetized. That's all
I
right.
mean, I've been seeing like in the last week or so, I'm not gonna say around me, but maybe more statewide of like Amazon, the fresh warehouse, the fresh food. What was it? Amazon. It's like their grocery store.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's coming to these areas, and it's like it's already shutting down new grocery stores, and it's not even built yet. It's just an idea, and it's like, come on.
But it's like, why? Like, of course it is, because if I'm going to have less people doing the same task that it would take, say, 300 people at a Walmart to do, how is Walmart going to compete? You're not. Let me just sell the stuff to Amazon and be done. Let me take the money while there's still money to be had. So.
And it's crazy because like a lot of this, I'm not gonna say it's not a worry to me. My biggest worry right now, like locally to me, is like what's happening right now is there's like 5 data centers within 45 minutes of my house that are all being proposed, and they're all like 200 to almost 300 acres. And it's like, I'm going to be surrounded by data centers in this little rural ass town that I live in. Like, in a few years.
That's only where they put them. That's only where they put them. Out in the middle out in more remote areas. And the wildest part is like, even with all these data centers, it's like, you would think that it's like, oh, data centers, jobs. It's like, it takes like 3 people to run a data center. So like,
it might take a couple hundred, for 6 months, maybe a year to build it, put it together. Yeah. But once it's running and fully functional, 3 people, 24 hours a day, that's it.
Yep. And then there's this on top of it, maybe a Band-Aid, which is something we've talked about here before.
Yeah,
is like
that's a fact.
You're going to pay the extra energy costs, not them, even though they have the high demand, but they're not actually bringing any money to the local economy. They're just bringing demand.
Well, they're promising that it's going to, benefit all of the locals and, rebates or whatever, and this, that, and the other. But I don't know. There's more people petitioning it than there are in favor of it. But it's all the people that sit in those nice, comfy, tax-paying leather chairs that get to vote, and their votes actually count.
Yeah, and they're the ones getting their pockets rolled right there. I'm just like, a little lining in there. Here you go. So yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, I had some videos to share, but we are pretty much at the end of the show, and I don't think we have time for any Alex Jones conspiracies about AI. So we might have to save that for a whole nother show. We had a whole lot to talk about here. There was a lot of information about AI, and a lot of that kind of segments into things that, Alex Jones has warned about. And it's things we've talked about here as well, where your first real worry is your jobs. And then at the same time, talking about the economic repercussions of it. So we'll save that for a whole another show.
Oh, Dave's telling us to go extra innings. Oh boy.
I do have one question though for you guys about electricity, if you want to dig into it real quick.
The electricity as it goes
like
with
your
AI?
power bill. Like your power bill. Like, do you guys ever look at your power bill and calculate your kilowatts per hour every month?
I'm nerdy, but I'm not that nerdy. Geez.
So I recently started doing that. So 4 months ago, I was at 17.3 cents a kilowatt hour. Last month, I was at 16.6 kilowatts per hour, or cents per kilowatt. I just got the bill today, 14.2. And I'm like, how does this make sense? Like, how does it just fluctuate month to month? Because last month I used less than this month, but I used more this month than last month, and now my bill is actually like $15 cheaper. I'm like, how does this make sense?
Supply and demand. There's probably more supply right now, especially considering everything that happened with Venezuela that we were talking about the other day. It's also why you saw a whole bunch of cheaper oil and the oil sector taking a big hit. There's a whole lot more supply, and it's over exceeding current demand.
I love it. All
Hey,
set.
all
There
set.
you
I'm
go.
sorry. I think you were talking to Joe about that, and I think he actually did that.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Joe's always on that damn treadmill right there. There you go.
Dave Digital gets it. Energy fluctuates. Don't you buy gas?
So I guess the question would be, if I signed into a 6-month agreement at a fixed 15.5 cent kilowatt rate, would that make sense? Because I went from like 17.4 down to like 14.7.
Yeah, which it's just based on supply and demand. Current supply, local demand, your needs. How much are we having to move energy from one sector to another? Like the biggest part of how they make money based on energy in California is by supply and demand in local localities. Whereas in LA is in a high demand area. It costs a little bit more during your more expensive times of the year, but it's way cheaper for the people that live in, say, Northern California with a lower energy demand, because you're also supplying the energy to your higher demand areas.
Yeah. And Dave Digital's probably spot on right here. If they're trying to give you a deal, it's probably a bad one.
No, it wasn't the energy company, DD. It was a third-party supplier.
Oh,
that fixed me in, and after 6 months, they'd give me a $200 check, and I'm like,
no,
I don't know. And that's when I started like going through my bills, calculating the kilowatts, because I'm like, okay, 15.5 per kilowatt. Let me check out like my last 6 months bills, and I'm like, okay, I average like 16.2 average. So you're gonna save me what, 0.7 cents per kilowatt? Like that's not much.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of 6 months, you write me a $200 check. Fuck them.
You're also gonna miss out on, like, say here in the springtime when energy is extremely cheap, because you're in those in between times. You're not having to pay a whole lot to heat or cool your house because things are just at that good temperature.
Oh.
So now
like
energy is extremely, huh?
Like in 3 months when we don't have the AC or the furnace running and we got the windows open like 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that's when energy is extremely cheap. And you're talking about you might hit like 11 cents, but if you do want to be locked into paying 15 cents, that's why they're giving you $200. It's just your money, bro.
That's what I figured. I was like, and then I was like on the phone. I'm not gonna. I'll be nice. He was kind of foreign, but I was like, this almost sounds too good to be true. Like, you give them a little bit of information, and they're like, "Oh yeah, cool. We got you locked in. You'll get your check in about 10 months." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, no,
it's your money. Yeah. They're just paying you your money for the excess that you paid during the times where it didn't cost them very much. Exactly. Energy is such a weird commodity, and it's extremely complex, and they make a lot of money just by moving it around.
Yeah, and especially with the deals they've got with these states. But let's not get me going on that.
But I was looking at it though, because there's like a town, say 2 hours south of me. They're like average of like 12.3 cents per kilowatt hour. And during the storm, they were going all the way up to like 68 cents a kilowatt hour for everybody that used like the energy savings during like this time and that time. And they were just putting it in the behind at like almost 70 cents a kilowatt hour when their average down there is like less than 13. And then like it showed a graph that it was like 20 all the way up to like 70. Like every hour would jump like 5 to 10 cents. And I'm like, that's not fair. Like, oh,
Yep.
I get it. You know, it's a time of need because it's like negative 40 out, but come on.
And just to answer Steve Fowler's question here, welcome, by the way. We're using tonight, this is StreamYard. If you go into the description, if you want to go check it out, go ahead over to my toolbox page and you'll be able to get a link there. I think they give you a discount if you use that link, or at least they were. I assume that's still,
It's 10%.
Oh, see, there you go. So go ahead, use that if you're interested in that, and take the win for the discount. And hey, Steve Hickey in the house. Appreciate you being here, bud. Glad to hear you're doing good. Thanks for replying to me about that earlier. All right. I don't know. I say we wrap this thing up and show everybody our new outro. What do you guys think?
I'm down with it. We went over an hour, and
Yeah, we did.
We're kind of spiraling off topic now.
Yeah, a little bit right now, a little bit. But that's all right. That's all right. Hey,
My bad.
No. It's all right.
This
BC.
damn energy, always getting them angry.
Yep. If you're a channel member, go into some of the members only videos. One of them is Badel going off about electricity. It's worth it. So go ahead and check that out. Hey, BC, before we go, do you want to tell everybody about the new show with you and JR? Do you want to lay that out now, or did you want to wait? Oh, there we go.
We're messing with them on
the
that.
one above that. The one above that.
Oh,
Who did that?
Oh my God.
Dave Digital.
Yeah, it's got to be a Dave Digital thing. I didn't do that. There it is. Oh my God. Anywho. So did you want to tell everybody, or do you want to just wait? I don't care. I'm just asking. I didn't want to cut it off and then you wanted to tell everybody.
So, me or Badel?
Yes, BC.
Oh,
yeah, no.
oh,
you
about
you and JR.
Well, it's not new information, but me and JR will be going live tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern time. New show, the Power Hour. I'll be going live 5 days a week, but JR will be joining me for Tuesdays and Thursdays. New kind of style of show when it comes to crypto. This is not going to be a TA style show, although the things that we're going to be talking about will help you when it comes to TA. So this is more of like the trading psychology. We'll go do a little bit of live trading sometimes if there's a move to be made on that New York PM session. We're also working on building trade strategies. So with the requests of some watchers from today, we've got a few indicators that we'll be using to build a trading strategy. Tomorrow, we'll be going over the psychology around liquidity in the markets. So tune in for that one. We'll also be doing live Q&As every single day. So answering questions. So if you've ever had trading questions that you just always wanted answered, that's the place to ask those questions. So hope to see you there every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Awesome. Badel, you got anything before we wrap up?
No, I saw that Power Hour earlier. I saw the notifications. I was at work and I didn't get to watch it. And I was like, oh, that's different. And I was like, is this about the market? Like maybe doing a rebound or something like that? But no, you clarified it for me. So thank you, BC.
Yeah. So it's called Power Hour just because it's geared towards that New York PM session. I'll get into like ICT here in a little bit. Crypto is crap. The only people pushing it were dumb enough to buy it. You're here on a crypto-based show.
It almost sounds like somebody that was sad that they just bought in at 100, 110, and now they're losing their ass, and now they want to come on and be sassy.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll rethink it when all of a sudden the dollar crashes and they need something to live on. Just saying.
I mean, like, look at gold and silver. It just kind of crashed a little bit too. Like,
Hell to
silver
the yeah.
down like 30% in like 2 days.
Yeah, super manipulation. Super manipulation.
I'm not putting that up there.
yeah, we'll let that go. But yeah, so there you go. And on that note, I say we're gonna wrap this stuff up here. But anyway, listen, tomorrow, don't forget, we got JR as the special guest on the Matrix Money podcast tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're tuning in for that. That's gonna be some fun. All right, guys, we're heading out the door. We'll see you next Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Enjoy the outro again.
Hey, and everybody, enjoy the new outro. And if you can, please leave a comment below on what you think about the new outro.
Yeah, shout out to BC and Grok. There we go. All right, we're out. See you guys later. Have a good one.
Yeah. Screens glow. Timeline scream. Same fear, different day. Lock in. HODL the line. Don't blink, don't fold. Hands stay steady when the stories get old. Charts go wild, but the taste is fine. Mindset, grounded, battle calm. BC breaking down the noise. Hold the line. Yeah, we ride that grind through the fear, through the foot, through the echo chamber signs. They panic, sell. We design the climb. HODL the line. Yeah. HODL the line. Old school charts in a new age storm. Seen cycles born, seen cycles torn. Zoomed out vision, long-term frame. While the feed chases candles, he studies the game. Macro whispers, history rhymes. Patience weaponized over time. No panic button, no rush to speak. Just facts stacking up week by week. They trade emotion, we